Greetings and welcome, Monster Hunters, and today I'll be showing off a little bit of regular Gravios armor. Not that I'll be using it for this mission, but let's just take a look at it. There we go, status. So it negates any form of sleep, and I will actually make good use out of this armor soon enough. It increases my regular guard, less stamina used, but I'm not exactly gonna be very happy in the stamina department. I'll be using a lot more stamina. But, you know, decorations. Instead, I'm going to go with this setup here. I'm bringing a hammer with me, because those nasty Carapaceans... Oh yeah. Hammer time! And also something I wanted to quickly show off. When it says a red clear, that means there's a mission left there. It could be an Elder Dragon. It could be an unlockable mission, you know, stuff like that. But it means there's something you haven't done that you just don't have access to yet. In my case, it's the Laoshan Lung, but I'll do that a little bit later. I'll do that after this. Let's put it that way. A state of crisis. And, let's see. Alright, time for some national defense, it seems. So, we are to defend the fort from a monster. Yeah. I believe the Shengaran is weak towards dragon element, I think. And we will actually be fighting inside a town. For once. Grabbing some items. And if we need them, they supply generous amounts of items. I can gather here for some general bomb items. Don't quite need bombs for this. And I believe over here there is health items. But I don't really need health items because I've prepared. So, let's take a look at some of these areas here. 2 is pretty much empty, but, you know, occasionally there are some monsters you can fight there. There should be... let's see. Yes, more ballista. Yes. Gathering the ballista ammo. Lovely. I think I can have up to 10. Gathering some of that good stuff. And... no, that's not there. There should be cannonballs somewhere around here. Might be here. Nope, more bombs. Well, no, don't want that. I'm kind of looking for the cannonballs, but I cannot quite seem to find them. But we still have a little bit of time to look around. Gain our bearings. There's some ballistas here. Nothing too interesting. Explosions going on, even though I have no idea why they're going on. There's no monster attacking here. But they are. And finally we have this area here. We have some cannons. If I were to carry a cannon shot over here, I could basically deliver the cannonball to here like you deliver an egg or a rock, and then it'll fire a cannon. I could push on this button to make awesome happen, but let's wait with that. We need to wait for a good time to do it. And we have this huge open battlefield here. So let's get to it. Take a look. Yeah, those big spikes there. This is Dragonator. Dragonator, whatever. And as you can see, there's a nice little crab symbol on the map, telling us that yes, he is coming and he will destroy us. And that, my friends, is Shengaran. now that I'm here, let's buff up a little. There we go. It is a crab with a giant monster skull. How should I put this? Hammer is really one of the better weapons. Why I'm not using gun lance for this is any lance weapon against Shengoran is really messy, and if you do use lance weaponry, I can highly recommend Earthquake Resistance, since you get near those legs and you will shake. It should be interesting to see if I can remember how to fight a Shengoran. It's been a while. It's really not a hard fight. So, breakable parts. Legs. And you can break the skull, the shell, 3 times, I believe. But that's usually not possible without some form of a gunner, I believe. I think you can get a single break or 2 with ballistas and cannon shots, but I don't think there's cannon shots in this. But what you want to do is you want to hammer a leg and then roll away. Occasionally he will change his position. He will go down on his low. And since he's within range, I actually want to start firing ballista shots in his face. There are actually 2 types of Shengoran fights. This is like the miniature light version to kind of like ease you into what a fortress fight is like. So, fortress fights. They are, well, how should I put it? They are literally defend the fort. If your fort loses all of its health, you lose. If you do not weaken the monster within the, scare it off within the time limit, well, you lose. At least that's been my experience with one of the fights I've done. If you're wondering what that big skull is of that monster, it is a Laoshan lung skull. One of the monsters we'll be fighting next, if the game will let me. Now, Shengoran, I think it means something like tall god something in Chinese. I can't remember. Ah, yes. Excellent. So, I do like this, and BAM! And now he's charging up a sort of like acid spit attack. You do not want to stand in front of that. That will wreck you. I cannot recommend getting hit by it. And if we look at the quest info, you can see the fort has 90% health. It takes 10% health each time it takes an attack. So what you'll want to do is focus on one leg entirely and try to flinch him. The more flinches you get in, every time he flinches, he resets his attack pattern. So it's all about dealing as much damage as you can with as much power. Also note, your cat will not assist you in fortress fights. Shengoran has 2 attacks that he'll do against the fort. One, which is his acid spit when he stands up. A second is... oh! Hitboxes. Quake resistance is actually really good here. And another is he will try to swipe at the fortress with his claws. There are 2 breaks per leg. There's a small break, which shows as a red color. As you can see, there's one leg that's already wounded. I should be focusing on that leg, to be honest. The red color, if I recall correctly, indicates that there's an internal bleeding going on. And he's going to swipe at the fortress. Yeah. I staggered him a little too slow. As you can see, turned red. Oh, and for those wondering, the Dragnatter recharges every 10 minutes. So, make it count. But the first thing you'll want to do is get all the brakes on the legs. Then you will have grounded Shengoran on the ground for a while. And then you're free to stand between his legs and just wail. The next break will be it's glowing bright. I believe the next attack he will attempt to do is he will attempt to spit. So I'm hoping I can get a flinch in. But so far, not doing too good. Shengoran fights aren't really that hard, they're just long. So I hope you have the stamina for it. Not in-game stamina. Yeah, he's charging up. Damn it. There we go. I flinched him, I think, before he managed to spit. Yes, I did. Excellent. As you can see now, it's glowing bright red. And that leg is now damaged fully. I will move on to the next leg. And, wow, okay, that must have been one of the legs that got hit by the Dragnatter. I honestly do prefer the other fortress fight than to this one. You will be fighting in a completely different area in the other fortress fight, and I just think it's a lot more interesting. One more power slam. Don't care which whetstone I use. But really, this fight is just staying away from the legs where it's going to land. If you can do that, not too bad. But it's all about getting in as many flinches as you can as soon as possible. And really, hammer is one of your better choices since you can charge up. I believe if you're good, a greatsword could be pretty beneficial as well. Ah! Earthquakes! 'Tis unfortunate. Ah! Earthquakes! Quake resistance gear would be great. I will probably use it for the next fight. Also, you can kill the Shengoran in Lao Shan Lung, but it's pretty hard to do that. You need to do a substantial amount of damage to him. That should have reset his attack pattern, I hope. Yeah, it did. Excellent. I think you get a minor wind press resistance while you have your weapon fully charged, or maybe it's quake resistance, maybe both. I don't remember. But that's one of the benefits to this. Well, one of the many benefits of the hammer, aside from ridiculous amounts of damage. No! Oh, I need to chug some rations. Delicious. They taste like yuck. Dragnatter should be just about ready. Just not too entirely sure. Ah, there we go. Flinch. I will attempt to crawl up there soon. when I see the 15-minute mark hit, I will crawl up. I don't want to waste time climbing up and then climbing back down. A good tactic you can use for these fights here is if you want to gather more ballista shots or cannon shots, if available, you can use, what are they called? Farcasters. To go back to base, gather as much as you can, and then quickly come back. Usually this is not a good idea to do in a fight like this, but I will demonstrate later on when I actually get more time to do such things. But once all legs are bleeding red completely, then you just focus on one leg, I believe, and he will collapse to stay on the ground for, I would say, a good 10 minutes before he can stand up and attack again. And in that time, you can wail on him as much as you like. Also, what makes these fights unique to regular Elder Dragon fights is that the health damage does not carry over. So you scare one off, that's fine. But if you want to kill it, you gotta come back with like a higher ranked equipment in single player, and then you gotta maul. At least that's the only way I've been able to kill it. So I probably won't be showing any kills until multiplayer. There we go, he collapsed. Then what you do is you go up to his face and whack him. Can potentially use... Oh wait, this is some high barrel bombs. I think I need to get one more flinch on the legs. It doesn't matter which one, you just focus on one leg. Oh, crap. You know what? What would have been good if I had some sort of throwing weapon. Or if I had brought a small barrel bomb. He fired off a shot. How's the health doing? 60%, that's not good. Yeah, no, actually I think I could trigger it with a paintball. Oh, you jerk. Your legs. Better hammers is what I could use for this. But I do not have a better hammer at the moment, unfortunately. I would love a better hammer, but that will require some higher rank stuff, I believe. No, I'm gonna attempt this. Why not? Yes! Yes! That's great. But yes, if you're attempting kills, you bring higher rank gear, as much damage output as you can, power pills, etc. Anything you can bring to up your damage. As well as you bring bombs, crafting materials to make bombs, and, you know, just as much large barrel bomb plus as you can. You should be set. Ah, there we go. And that's what happens. Then once you get a final break, then all of the legs will be reset to nothing, and I think he should be grounded for now. And this is kind of what you're aiming for. And at this point, this is where, if you were a gunner, you could probably wail on his back. I think Pierce Shot would be the most effective here, considering his size. And where you would want to wail on is right here. Get a flinch, he'll land, you'll take a bit of damage. Once he gets up again, you just restart the process of smashing his legs. What you want to do, though, you want to stay between his legs at all times, because if the legs touch you, you just take damage. And if you have, large barrel bomb pluses, supply barrel bombs, whatever, this would be a pretty good time to use it, and maybe you can get some skull breaks. Oh wait, he got up already. I did not expect this. No! Ah, you get away from me! Leg! I do not appreciate you and your jazz! Actually, Farcaster time. Instead of just climbing all the way up again. And we go here. And I hit the button. And I was too late. Darn. But yeah, Farcasters are pretty essential to these fights if you bring it with you. Not this one so much, because you don't really have time to go back and get more supplies. How's the defense? Yeah, 50%. I'll live. I believe he should run soon, if he's weakened enough. But I might also not have been doing enough damage. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe... who knows? Either way, this is going to be a long fight, ladies and gentlemen. It is... Shen Goran and Lao Shenlong are not short fights. So... whenever you see them, you should be ready for the long haul. Darn it! Kutku Hammer! I may, in the future as a bonus video, try to show off a Shen Goran and Lao Shenlong kill of low rank if we don't get any kills in multiplayer. I believe we can get kills pretty easily in multiplayer because we got multiple people just hammering on them. Well, maybe not hammering. You get what I'm saying. Completely destroying. That would be good, though, is maybe a Garuga. Yeah, actually, I prevented that one. Excellent. But hammer is my choice of weapon for Shen Goran fights, and I will not use lance weaponry. I have tried it before, and I just won't do it. Their lance weapons are terrible for this. Maybe for some high rank stuff, I might choose some Quake Resistance if I can get away with it, along with a damage buff of armor. But you don't really need the quake resistance. It's kind of just like fluff for this. If you know what you're doing and not screwing around like me, you shouldn't have problem with Quake. And yeah, there we go. He is knocked over again. Excellent. Get away from my fort! Ah! Oh, I did get hit by the leg. Excellent. No! Stop that! Ah! Legs! Yeah, see, if you aren't bad like me, you wouldn't get hit by that. No! Wasn't far enough away. Oh no, he's gonna charge up his laser. Oh, I flinched him. Yes, that was one of the legs that had been hit by the Dragnatter. I prefer the other fight because you have more time, I guess. Well, you do have more time on the clock, but you have more time because he has to get to the fortification first. And he has a pretty long walk to it. Ah! I should heal that up. Just probably focus on the other leg, maybe. Nah. I can do this. Ah. Stupid Quake. Ow! Yeah, I'm not quite into the groove of fighting Shingoran, am I? Yes! Ha-ha! I foiled you once more. But, you know, this is an interesting, unique fight, and I enjoy it. My weapon powers is decreased again. Mini Whetstone, go! But I'm almost out of time. So it should be interesting to see if I fail or he runs away. In my experience with the Lao Shan Lung, if I ran out of time before I scared him away, well, I failed. But maybe he actually did manage to destroy the fort, and I just thought I had more health on it. Who knows? I wasn't... I could have sworn he never destroyed the fortress. Oh. Well, that leg should be soon taken care of. Wait for that fourth leg to move. Yeah, you actually have a lot of good timing with these legs. It's always one leg moves at a time, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Leg. No, don't move. I'm trying to hurt you. I mean, I'm your friend. Of course, I am your best friend. Thwarted. Still at 50%, huh? Doing pretty decent so far. Could be worse. No! Ah, I will wait till the leg moves. There we go. Now I can get the timing down. Something that would also be good to bring is probably some Mega Juices, so you don't run out of stamina. I've also seen people use, what is it called, dual swords for this, to great effectiveness. Nicked it right there. No, leave this fort alone. Yes, knocked him down. No, I guess not. Oh, he's doing his attack anyways? What a jerk. Oh, I guess not. Yeah. So these fights are interesting. They're unique. Ah, yes! I scared him away with damage. 30 seconds away, too. No, wait, did I kill him? Oh, yes, I killed him! Ha! Take this, bitch! He did not flee. Oh, I'm actually surprised that I managed to kill him. Oh, well, that's a pleasant surprise. Well, then again, I am using a pretty powerful attack setup. I didn't really get to show any of the shell breaks, unfortunately, but that's just because I don't have the weapon set up for it. Perhaps I will do that in the multiplayer where we'll attempt to go for shell breaks, just because. But the loot you get from the shell breaks isn't that exciting. It literally is just Lao Shan Lung drops, since it is a giant Lao Shan Lung skull. And there is a lot of carbs on this guy, I will tell you that much. Yes. Yes, crab! Yes, crab! Well, I guess he just does run at the 30-minute mark. Ha-ha! Lao Shan Lung, you're next. Let's see what I get. Oh, this is great. And I got... I've seen better drops, but yeah, these are okay. Oh, I actually... Maybe I did manage to get a break on the head. Maybe not. Who knows? The horn will be useful. And lots of monies. Not that I need them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm pleasantly surprised that I managed to get a kill. I will see you in the next video.